Greetings everyone! Welcome to your yoga asana and meditation practice for Ajna, third eye chakra. So we're going to start with a few yoga asanas that will help to awaken and align your third eye. So one of the first ones, and again, you really want to not just throw yourself into these poses, so take care to warm yourself up a little bit. If you want to do a few sun salutations or vinyasa flows to get yourself warmed up, do some breathing, do a little bit of stretching. So the first one I want to show you is Uttanasana, which is folded forward bend. And what you can do is begin standing in mountain pose. So you want to anchor your feet to the ground, spread your toes, distribute your weight evenly throughout the 3 points of your feet. Roll your pelvis forward, relax your shoulders, and slightly tuck your chin so your spine is elongated. And you want to connect here for a moment. And then you're going to inhale, hands up. Exhale, you're going to fold forward, folding at the waist, at the hips, grabbing the backs of your legs, or just placing your hands on the ground here. And if you have tight hamstrings, you want to keep your knees bent a little bit. You don't want to strain and pull these hamstrings. So you can slightly just bend here. The full expression of the pose looks like this. And you're exhaling as you come into this pose. And again, the modified version, if you have tight hamstrings, bend your knees, hang here. You can hang your hands. You can place your hands on the ground, whatever's comfortable to you. Listen to your body. And you want to spend a few minutes bent over in that pose, inhaling and exhaling, and just observing your breath. Observe what goes on in the mind and observe the resistance that your mind creates while you're in this seemingly uncomfortable pose. And spend 3 to 5 breaths folded over in the pose. And when you want to come out of the pose, just inhale, hands up, and exhaling back to center. Okay, next we're going to come to the back of the mat. And another wonderful pose for opening the third eye is just simple Balasana, child's pose. So if you're new to yoga and you don't know what child's pose is, you're going to come to the ground and your knees can either be apart with your feet, big toes touching feet together, and you're going to sit back on your feet, stretch your arms forward, and third eye is going to connect with the earth. And if you have a tight lower back, you can put your knees together and fold over your knees, like so. And again, you want to exhale as you sit back into Balasana, and then just continue to connect with your breath as your third eye rests on the ground. And if you're not all the way to the ground, that's okay too. If you're up here, no matter where you are, just focus on your breathing, deep inhales and deep exhales through your nose, and just get a little bit deeper into the stretch with each breath. And then finally we have Makarasana, dolphin pose, which is going to look very similar to downward facing dog. So your feet are going to be hip width apart, come into like a downward dog, and then you're going to flatten your hands, bent at the elbows, and tilting your head forward. You're gazing at the place between your fingers. So it's forcing your eyes up towards your third eye, like so. And again, focusing on your breath as you're in the pose. Breathing deeply, 3 to 5 breaths in Makarasana. Okay. And then the next ones we can come to a seated position for. And you want to sit with the left leg on the ground, the right leg on top, or just comfortable seated pose, whatever your meditation posture is. You could be sitting in a chair if that's better for you. If you need to use a bolster, that's fine too. So this is what we call nasal gazing, and you're going to take your fingers and thumb and fold the 3 middle fingers. Pinky is up, thumb is up. You're going to place your thumb at the tip of your nose. You're going to take a few deep breaths and center yourself and connect with your body. And then you are going to focus on your pinky finger with your eyes. And as you stare and observe your pinky, you're going to want to blink. Your eyes are going to tear. For as long as you can, just gaze at your pinky without blinking. The tears are good for your eyes. The tears are cleansing. I'm blinking a lot because I'm not really focused in doing it and I'm too busy talking to you. So you sit and you try to do that for 5 minutes. And it's okay if in that 5 minutes you blink. I'm not saying don't blink if you have to blink, but try to fight it for as long as you can. After 5 minutes of gazing at your pinky, take your hand away and continue to stare at the spot that your pinky was at for at least 5 more minutes. This is very strengthening and empowering for the Ajna chakra. Next, we have the downward and the upward gazing. So these are meant to be started out in very short increments. If you've never done this practice before, you only want to do it for a few seconds at most when you begin, and each time you practice it, you add a little bit more time. So the first one, you literally are crossing your eyes and gazing down at your nose. And again, this is going to feel strange and you're going to want to blink and your mind is going to tell you, no, look away, don't look there, because it looks weird. Sit with it. Focus on your breath and continue your gazing down at your nose. This strengthens your eyes and your vision and your third eye. Sit with it for as long as is comfortable. Again, less than a minute when you first start out. These are practices you want to build up to. You'll notice as you work with these, the longer time you can go doing it. And then the next one, you're literally going to gaze upward at your third eye. It's very windy out here, so my eyes are tearing. And again, the tears are going to want to come. They're cleansing. Allow them to come. And it's okay if you have to blink. So you literally want to gaze at this place on your forehead. You see how I'm gazing up there? And yes, I want to blink and my eyes are beginning to tear. Just sit with it. I encourage you to sit with it and just focus on your breath. So much love, everyone. Again, these are practices for the Ajna chakra, the third eye, and I look forward to hearing how you go with them. Namaste.